Greetings, I'm Solidus-Skully, and welcome back to the Devil May Cry commentary. Yeah, kind of weird starting off on an end screen, but I just wanted to show you the rank I got for the Nightmare boss fight, because I'm not used to doing well in video games. Anyway, among other things, I actually have a fuzzy little companion with me today, so, ladies and dudes, introducing Chaos the Cat. Come on, girl. Nope, she doesn't really feel like talking, she just having a good purr as she sits on my lap. Yeah, well, she's like my sidekick. She's basically the Trish to my Dante. Just sort of sitting here and just doing a flop. Occasionally, she scratches me whenever she wants food, going, "Meow, humans, what sweets. Now I'm going to kill them." But in any case, so, I'm gonna do my best not to let my cute little companion distract me as we get into, well, penultimate? Yeah, might as well be the penultimate mission of the game, because we pretty much have the final boss right after this, and yeah, an escape sequence in typical Resident Evil fashion. This is the Living Cave, more of the underworld, and, well, for one thing, we're going to be starting off with a secret mission this time around, so, yeah, you're going to be getting some bang for your buck, and, bangle for your buckaroo. What do I mean by that? Nothing really, but, yeah, the secret mission, somewhere around here. Now, I'm not sure how exactly you're supposed to find this on the first time through, but, well, I mean, it just remains to be seen, but explore around this little area right here. How exactly were you meant to find that on your first time through? Which, I didn't really touch on for a lot of the game without the secret missions, but I guess I might as well talk about it now. Better late than never, I suppose. Yeah, how exactly are you meant to find the secret missions without a guide? Because a lot of them are very sort of... yeah, that's pretty much how you exit the secret mission if you go right back the way you came. But, yeah, how exactly you were meant to find these without a guide is anybody's guess. It sort of relies on the whole, you know, classic sort of check everything and everything on the off chance that you might be able to find something. I don't know, I guess this is where, walkthroughs or game guides of the time were meant to sort of fill in the blanks, but even still, that's, I don't know, some of these secrets, particularly ones like, you know, oh, go back to the previous mission area after you defeat Phantom while doing a triple axel backflip or some shit. Yeah, I don't really know about that. They're the sorts of secrets which are sort of meant to be like, you had to be in the developers', you know, meeting room in order to know what the fuck's going on. But I mean, anyway, putting all that aside though, what you're going to be facing in here is, apart from nobodies and a couple of frosts, is, well, you're going to be seeing that dinosaur again from what we saw on Malay Island, but, yeah. Our reward for this secret mission isn't just a blue orb that we collected right there, but is also the Bangle of Time. Now, I bet you're wondering, what is the Bangle of Time? Well, it's basically a time bangle that runs on Devil Trigger power. Pretty much just, I'm trying to remember what it was, but you basically have the bangle equipped, press the Devil Trigger button, and then you can pretty much freeze time for as much Devil Trigger as you have. Of course, quite naturally, if you unlock Super Dante, where you have infinite Devil Trigger, yeah, you can basically play the game as a Chaos Control, really. So, yeah, you can pretty much freeze time to your heart's content. It isn't a get-out-of-jail-free card for everything, though. It's pretty much just sort of there as your easy beat-up enemies out-of-jail card. But it doesn't work on bosses, though. Particularly behemoth bosses, such as, well, you know, Phantom, I don't think it works on Nightmare, and, Griffin. But bizarrely enough, it does actually work on Nilo Angelo, so... yeah, I mean, if you ever wanted to lay off the smackdown on Virgil to your heart's content, feel free. But yeah, anyway, to talk about anything else in terms of the nobodies when they're in their giant form, yeah, they also have the ability to grab you with their giant arms, slap you around a little bit, and, I want to hazard a guess and say that they do also have a unique death animation for Dante, but don't quote me on that, I'm not too sure about that. Anyway, they just sound like a bunch of monkeys going, and then they sort of explode in this gunky juice that I guess Dante is just so appalled by getting all over his stylish coat that it just causes him to lose health. You know, it's kind of like that whole scene in Star Wars Episode 3 when Padme dies during childbirth. It's not because of birth complications, it's just she lost the will to live. And I guess that's what happens to Dante. He loses the will to live, and that won't be the only thing that causes Dante to lose the will to live. Although, I mean, really, why I'm saying that in jest is also a little bit suspect, because, well, yeah, let's just say that Dante isn't quite the wacky woohoo pizza man that a lot of people tend to think he is. It's actually quite tragic, especially if you see stuff like the anime in Devil May Cry 2, where he's, well, he's quite sullen, as Mr. Dante Sparta Esquire, and, It's not really something that the series really highlights as much as I think that it should. Well, I mean, obviously not post-Devil May Cry 5, because, I mean, by that point in his life, Dante's, you know, got a lot of good things going for him. He's got a nephew, he's got his brother back. Everything's pretty swell, and he is also shirking responsibility by staying in the underworld, killing the demons, and punching this little gland that you used to get red orbs, and you destroy the dinosaurs' feet. Why there are dinosaurs in hell? Well, there's a good reason, because the devil put dinosaurs here. Jesus don't like no queers. And that's not that's not me being homophobic, mind you, that's just referencing an Alice in Chains song. And actually, rather good one from one of my favourite albums of theirs, actually, The Devil Put Dinosaurs Here. That title track is actually pretty goddamn sweet, and a really creepy music video as well. So, yeah, if you're looking for music videos to listen to, The Devil Put Dinosaurs Here. In any case, so, yeah, you don't deflect fireballs back at the dinosaur, just pretty much, well, give it a taste of its own medicine by launching your own Ifrit fireballs at him. Yeah! But anyway, part of the reason why you want to do that is to summon the Frost, defeat the Frosts, and, bada bing, you do the thing, and, well, we'll summon some platforms that'll allow us to reach the Bangle of Time. Well, what do you think, Chaos? Do you think that Dante deserves the Bangle of Time? Oh. Yes, well, she's looking around and shaking her head, so I'm guessing that means no. It should be...
Meow, it should be me who has the Bangle of Time. Then I could eat all the fishies without Scowly knowing. Yes.
I said I wouldn't let myself get distracted by her, but here she is again. Whatever. She's a faithful little companion, and she's been with me on a lot of the weary nights as a good cat. Oh yes, she loves a belly rub. Nice and warm. Especially as we are starting to come out of the winter months at the moment at time of recording, and yeah, look at those platforms right there. Resident Evil. I do wonder if that might have potentially been part of the Resident Evil 4 logo, actually, where they would have had, like, the giant eye there. I don't know, maybe a homage to Resident Evil 2? I don't know, I think that would have been fun. But anyway, that's the Bangle of Time. You'll be seeing that get a bit of usage in the bonus video, so rest assured you will be getting your Bangle action. Just not right now. In the meantime, though, as we return to getting mission done good and proper, well, apart from anything else really, and acquiring more Devil Stars, yeah, our primary motivation is opening up that little clawed pathway. I have been shot! Again! Yeah, very regal-looking doors for this bizarre turn of events, but yeah. Those other set of regal-looking doors are where we need to go, but they're currently shielded by the evil of the Cursed Seal. And also there's a giant roast chicken. No, don't believe what Dante's saying. It's a giant roast chicken, and I will not have it any other way. But yeah, that is also there to... See, look, a thick vein from the heart, connected to the door above. Chicken! If only Chaos was in the game, then she would eat the giant roast chicken, and then Dante would be able to progress. But yeah, basically you need to start pumping blood through this giant roast chicken, and bada bing, you do the thing, and then we can finally move onwards to our deluxe apartment in the sky. And the things that you need to hit are those little veins right down below, similar to the veins in which you actually had to hit to initialize the platforms that gave you access to the Bangle of Time. And we'll be going to similar areas, so we can open the door. But anyway, for those of you expecting to see more of a paradise realm in Devil May Cry, compared to the very bizarre and dark and decaying, I guess, allegories for Purgatory and, well, Inferno, let's just call it what it is here. Yeah, sadly no, you won't be getting much of heaven, apart from one room, which is where we're trying to get into, and, yeah, that's pretty much it. No real divinity in Devil May Cry, which is a little bit saddening, but, well, 3 and 4 kind of do that. 5 doesn't really... the reboot has elements of it, but apart from that, I can't really think of any other place that has any real heavenly significance. And, yeah, by the way, don't let those little tendrils get on you, because otherwise that will drain your health really fucking fast, and, well, yeah, let's just say Dante will have the piss sucked out of him. But yeah, in any case, though, that's pretty much all she wrote. Get the giant valves of roast chicken to pump blood, and yeah, that's all really. All we really have to contend with is the nobodies. That's pretty much all she wrote, really. They do drop a fuckload of orbs, though, so I mean, it is good to build up your stockade while you still can, before we head towards the final chamber, and yeah, this is basically the run-up to the final boss, so... Oh, if only we had more time to spend time here with all our favorite pals, Dante and Trish, Griffin and Phantom, and Virgil, sort of. Yeah, I haven't really got much to say. What about you, Chaos? Nope, you're just having a lick, because you're bored of watching Dante just use pistols. Yes, evidently you just prefer Dante to use swords, like in Devil May Cry 3. Yes. Her favourite game. Yep, she's nodding, and that has nothing to do with the fact that she's licking. Ugh. Anyway, all that aside though, the whole living cave concept is something that does become a bit of a recurring theme in Devil May Cry. It actually has a really creative one in Devil May Cry 2, where you actively have to merge the underworld and the real world sort of together by gradually piecing together Arius' tower with the underworld itself in order to face Argosax, but... yeah, I should probably save those tangents for when I get to Devil May Cry 2. 3 had something similar to this, with like a Dante going through like a Leviathan's guts and sort of reenacting the whole Pinocchio thing from Kingdom Hearts, really, so, yeah. I mean, I don't think it was done quite as well as the Living Cave here, or, the Argosax Tower in Kingdom Hearts. Yeah, you remember that part where Sora went and fought in Devil May Cry 2? No, the Argosax, realm in Kingdom Hearts. Why the fuck am I messing up my words? Argosax didn't appear in Kingdom Hearts. I'm sorry, I just completely forgot my tangent. Anyway, the point is, I like the way it was handled there. 3 was okay for what it was worth. There is no living flesh cave in Devil May Cry 4. Or at least not one I remember, really. 5 sort of had it all over the place, actually, with, you know, the Clyforth roots and, you know, everything going on with Urizen, but... yeah, I don't know. I just really like how it was set up here. Oh, plasmas! We haven't seen those in a while. Hello, Devil May Cry 1 early Tony Redgrave jacket. It would have been cool if you got that as an alternate costume, but, alas, no dice, really. Oh, then again, it wouldn't have been too difficult for them to sort of add back in since they technically had the model, and, I mean, it's more than what I can say for the post-Devil May Cry 4 and 5 costumes that they tend to give us nowadays, because it's either, okay, you get Dante, and Nero, and Virgil in their regular outfits, and then you get a palette swap. Which, I mean, again, I know character models are probably a lot more costly to develop, but I mean, at the same time, though, like, I mean, you've got fan mods for giving Dante his DMC 1 and 2 through reboot outfits, so really, I don't think there's really much point in, you know, sort of hiding that fact when fans can do it really easily, but, whatever. I mean, to give the devil its dues, though, like, I mean, 5 it does sort of give you costume colorations, one of which referencing Credo from Devil May Cry 4, or... I remember Dante's 1 and 5 was actually meant to be referencing the reboot, actually, with its color scheme, but... I don't know, I feel like they could have gone the extra mile, like maybe giving, you know, DMC 5 Dante the Union Jack trench coat that he had in the reboot, but... I don't know. I mean, whatever, that's just my cosmetic ramblings, really. But I mean, I do feel like they should go the extra mile, because I mean, really, like, I mean, given the fact that they have Virgil being pretty much DLC for, you know, games like Devil May Cry 4 and 5, and, you know, all that kind of stuff, they might as well, you know, give us a little bit of extra visual bang for our buck. Yeah, but whatever. Anyway, the giant roast chicken is pumping blood into its orifice, and now we can finally traverse into paradise. Yes, we have shed enough tears, confessed our sins, and now Beatrice allows us passage into paradise. What am I talking about? Oh, you'll just have to see in the next part when I reference a certain scene. A meme scene that everyone laughs like the tongues of 1,000 cackling demons. But I don't cackle about that, because I got a B rank. B for badass. But in any case, though, on to our next mission. Our penultimate one. A legendary battle with the love that moves the sun and the stars. Which is basically the poem's name for God in the Divine Comedy, so yeah. Given what Mundus is there to represent, I guess it's meant to be a mixture both of Lucifer / Satan and God, I suppose, so yeah. Also, if I can be a bit self-referential for a bit, again, I don't usually laugh at a lot of my own jokes, but one of the jokes in the Devil May Cry 1 review I made that still kind of makes me laugh to this day is the, "Hello Dante, you're married to me." I don't know, seriously, it sounds like the music here is just preparing somebody for a wedding, so Dante, meet your bride Mundus, your lawfully wedded wife.
Again I must face a Sparta. Strange fate, isn't it?
Strange and ironic that it will end the same way.
Irony has favored you this time. Look, there.
Trish!
Don't even think about it. Blink. She dies.
You!
Dante!
So sad that humans will always be humans. No more. Has the Spartan blood been spoiled over the ages? Now, die!
Trish! Trish! No!
Useless scum. Failure is one thing, but taking an odd behavior like that... What is the matter? It is time to end your pitiful life.
How much longer are you going to keep zapping? Come out and show yourself, Mundus!
Those eyes. Deep in them, I see the same light as in Sparta's eyes.
Why my mother?
That useless being. If you need a mother, I can create it. As many as you want. Just like I created Trish.
Silence!
So, now it's time for the final battle, Dante with a jetpack, by which I mean he's basically using Sparta's devil form, as he has now unlocked the full power of this sword, and you won't stand a chance against Mundus with this armament. And before we get into the boss fight good and proper, I just want to say, yeah, Mundus, he was watching us throughout the entire game, from Mission 1 as that statue in the central room that we were in right at the beginning of the game, right up until, well, towards the end actually. Now, anyways, going to talk about this boss battle for people who haven't really, well, played Devil May Cry 1 before. Basically, think a more energetic version of Double Doom from Shadow the Hedgehog. Yeah, basically, he's going to fling some rocks at you, he'll shoot his laser beams at you, and what you want to do is you basically want to hit the devil runes that are sort of floating around his person as he shoots his barrage of laser beams at you. Build up enough Devil Trigger gauge to tap into, you know, the Demon Sword Sparta's ultimate power, And, well, as you're flying through space right here, don't worry, Dante Alighieri did it in the poem, so it's okay for Dante Mundus to do it here. Yeah, basically he turns into Puff the Magic Dragon, eating Mundus' soul. And by the way, that's actually what Hideki Kamiya revealed on social media, is what the dragon's actual name is. Puff the Magic Dragon, he might have been fucking joking. But either way, does this also imply that Sparta's, well, I guess to kind of use a later term in the series, Sin Devil Trigger was meant to be Puff the Magic Dragon, flying towards his enemies, eating all their pizza and taking them down. Yeah, okay, that's pretty much all I have to say, but, whew. Yeah, you might be noticing that, this boss fight can be pretty tough, regardless of, well, what exactly you have to deal with here, so, yeah. Make sure you keep some vital stars on hand, although you only really have the one. So, that's more to do with my recklessness than anything else, I really should have just, you know, gone a little bit more gung-ho on using my devil stars to just sort of take him down, but, you know, he does have a little shield barrier preventing you from hitting him outright with his, you know, little core right here, and one move that I didn't know you could do is that, I tried to do it right there, actually, but, yeah, if you press the triangle button while you're in midair using, what the move is called Vortex, you can pull this move off with a last door, by the way, but, you know, since you're flying and everything, you can also use it here. Yeah, if you intercept Mundus just right, and if you use Vortex, right then and there, yeah, then you can actually deal a bit of damage on Mundus, but I didn't get to show it off, and I'm sad now. Oh, by the way, that giant fuck-off laser beam that Mundus has, not that one over there, but the one that he was shooting at us beforehand. Yeah, that also homes in incredibly quickly on Dante Must Die mode and the hard mode, so please don't hurt Dante, I'm brittle. Very dangerous since I am quite low on health at the moment, but Puff the Magic Dragon. Man, that is one badass thumbnail image, but in any case, so, yeah, now that we have Terra Firma once again, yeah, he'll pretty much raise up platforms, he'll attempt to continue to shoot you with a lot of his orbs right there, he'll try and take a swipe at you, destroy the platforms that he apparently created for Dante to hit him with, as he takes a little bit of a lather bath and, you know, practices his energy yoga. Anyway, this is also where we get to show off the Untouchable. We have 2 untouchable stars, you can only purchase one from the Watcher of Time, but again, if you happen to find more, well, Bob's your uncle and you can use it to your heart's content. So yeah, basically what the Untouchable has, I know I'm late into the game saying this, is that, yeah, basically, you're invincible, you're surrounded by a shield, and you have Devil Trigger for the amount of time in which you have the Untouchable equipped. It's pretty much invincibility, really, with added Devil Trigger power. That being said, though, all your Devil Trigger power will expire, you know, so, be forewarned. And, yeah, by the way, Mundus can also summon little lava dragons. And, this is the only time that you're ever gonna have Devil Trigger with, the Sparta Sword, so I do apologize if you were hoping to have, like, a New Game Plus play mode where you could, you know, continue to use the Devil Sword Sparta with added abilities, but, sadly, no dice. But anyway, it's time to murder God. Oh no. Whatever. Well, the Devil May Cry universe is equivalent of God, so, fuck it. Whatever, really. In any case, though, that's about all the time we have for this part, so on that note, I'm Solidus-Skully, keep it new metal, and, as my little companion Chaos falls to sleep, I'll see you next time for the final part of the Devil May Cry commentary.